So 9 of Cups, this is your heart's desire. And when it comes up as the underlying energy, I mean, it's very easy. It would be very easy for me to say, oh my God, this is the week where all your wishes come true. I don't kind of feel like that's what's happening. I feel like this is a week. I mean, there's no swords coming up. Have a look at that. So it's not about thinking. It's about getting back into your feelings. I don't know if you've taken a little bit, and it's an air sign thing, taken a little bit of break into your head, like been thinking about things. Now it's time to get back to the heart, balance things out, right? We have double kind of heart energy coming in here. What is your heart's desire? Now, it's important to know that. It's important to know what you truly wish for. And I kind of feel like everyone's wishes are changing. It's because we've changed. There's things that we wanted in the past. And you have double wish energy. I just realized the star is the major arcana version of the 9 of Cups. So really have a look. I mean, treat it like a full-time job this week if you can. And, sorry if you already have a full-time job. But really, what do you want? Why do you want it? It's important to know, because if we have a wish, if we have a dream, it's going to get us out of bed in the morning. We're going to do anything. We're going to do it gives us purpose. We want to strive for this. We want to go for this. So that's the underlying energy. It's about reconnecting, having a look at what your heart truly desires. Why is that? Because we have the Empress coming up at the heart of your reading. And she's all about abundance. She's all about growth. I do see her as the kind of, I kind of see death and rebirth with her as well. Why is that? Well, if you see in this deck, she's pregnant, right? So she understands that it takes time to grow something. You can give birth to something, you can nurture it, grow it. And then even when she gives birth, she's going to take care of what she's given birth to, right? And then we also always see the wheat behind her, and I see that as crops. And there's a season for everything, a season to harvest. And, when winter comes in, it's almost like it looks like nothing will ever grow in that field again. But come spring, the shoots come out of the ground and things start to grow again. So it's that kind of energy. She understands the life cycle. She understands that things take time. But her main thing here, it's almost like if you're trying to have more abundance, if you're trying to, grow something in your life, to have more of whatever it is that you want. I mean, abundance can be spiritual, financial, emotional, whatever it is. It starts off with a wish. The 9 of Cups. That's what it starts off with. And we have the Queen of Wands coming up in the past. Now, the Queen of Wands, she's very confident. I don't know if some of you have been dealing with a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy coming up here with the Queen of Wands. But she's very attractive. Empress is very attractive as well. And if this is to do with a relationship for you, whatever the nature of that relationship, it may be that that's where your focus was, on the attraction, on the passion that was there, right? Just going to say, some of you may have been in a situation where there wasn't really like a deeper level of emotion. It may have just been fun, a lot of passion, and maybe, hot, steamy stuff going on in the bedroom. Could have been that. And yet now there's something deeper going on here. There's something that you want to grow this. You don't want to be that person, whether it's with that person or not, right? It kind of feels like now there's deeper emotional stuff that's coming up. And that's how we grow this. That's how we get more abundance. That's how we get whatever it is that we're trying to grow. If you have a look in the present, we have the Queen of Cups, and she purely comes from a heart place. That's what she does. It's all about her emotions, her love. I always see her as very discerning. She knows who is worthy of her cup of love and who isn't. She's not going to just hand it over to anyone. She wants to see what's being offered to her first. But have a look at this energy here. I mean, this is all heart. Not passion, not action, not going for stuff. It's sitting in your feelings. What would make you happy? If right now I could just click my fingers and give you whatever you wanted, like no money, no nothing. If there was any wish that you could make, what would be your wish? What would you have? And I've been saying this to a lot of the signs that, a lot of the times we don't dream big enough. We kind of put restrictions on what we're dreaming for, like, oh, I can't do that anyway. And it's right. When you tell yourself that, I can't have this or I can't get that, you can't, because you're restricting yourself. And I get it, it takes courage. It takes a lot of strength to be able to dream, to live from the heart, because it's almost like you set yourself up for failure, right? That you kind of, even when we manifestation is that we know it's coming in. That's the 3 of Wands that's coming up there for you, but I'll talk about that in just a moment. And I've talked to so many people, tried to get them to dream and to wish, and it's amazing how many people don't. I mean, there's this kind of idea that everyone out there is frustrated because they're trying to go for a dream, a person, a job, whatever. Some people don't have a dream or a wish or anything. And when you're trying to get to, pull back the layers of why is it that you're not dreaming? Why is it that you don't have a wish? It's because, it's that sense of it never happens. So why am I setting myself up for failure? I'm just going to be disappointed when it doesn't happen. But that's the whole point. We must know with the Star and the Nine of Cups coming out and the Three of Wands, that's a card of manifestation too, that it can happen. It will happen when our vibration is behind it. Wands, the energy that we put out into the world. And I kind of feel this, if you've been trying to manifest, because there's double manifestation energy coming up here. Well, 3 if you count the Three of Wands. In the past, you might have taken the action, gone for the more kind of frivolous, and I'm sorry to use that word, but, like I said, the restrictions. I think I can get this. I think I'll only go for this. But it's not. You want everything now. You want it all. And when you should. You have the Empress there. She can have whatever she wants. I said double manifestation energy, those two, but actually these two are cards of manifestation too. She's a master manifester. She can attract whatever she wants to herself. That's attractive, right? Attracting whatever she wants to herself. And the Three of Wands says, so if you go with the Queen of Cups, fully get into your heart space, fully get into your fields, know what it is that would make you happy. And that's what anything is. Whether you want a house, a job, a car, the money in the bank, whatever it is that you want, the relationship, it's because you think it's going to make you feel a certain way. So it's about tapping into that feeling. So what do you want? Why do you want it? Because the why of why you want it is how you get it. Let me say that again. The why of why you want it is how you get it. So with the Three of Wands coming up as a future energy, this is where, we know it's coming in. There's nothing on the road, nothing here, but she knows something's coming in. Three of Wands is our expectations, and yet we know what to expect here. We know the seeds that we've planted. We know what we've been nurturing and growing. We know the action that we've taken. And now we have the emotions behind it, the vibration behind it. What we feel. And that's why she sits there. Now, she's not just sitting there. Now she has an action. She has an action plan ready to go. She's ready to act. As soon as that car or whatever it is comes around the corner, she's going to act. There's never a wait and see energy in the tarot. There's no such thing. Even when we get cards like Temperance or the Hanged Man or Seven of Pentacles, these cards that talk about, waiting or patience, we're still doing something else. And here it's having a plan and ready to go, ready to act as soon as it comes in, because it's coming in. And it comes in based off of the action that you've taken. Now, some of you might think, I haven't. But it's in the future, so you still have time. You still have time to do this. I said this to Capricorn, I think, that, some people kind of blow through this energy. They've done it by Monday evening or Tuesday evening, right? They've done it. But for other people, it can take a couple of weeks to go through it. And we go through it at our own pace when we're ready to do it. It's the energy that's available to us, especially up into the future. The future's the future, whenever it is, right? That's why the two stupidest questions you can ask the tarot is, will this happen? And when will this happen? Because that's entirely up to you. The energy that you put behind it. So what's the advice? Well, the advice is the Star. And like I said, it's the major arcana version of the Nine of Cups. So have a look. There's all these stars in the night sky. And the star shows up after the Tower. It shows up after the Tower in the tarot. And the Tower, when the tower's fallen and our whole life's been shaken up. So the star, there's the implication of this. I think it's connected to this. This Queen of Wands, obviously, because she's there. She sat right above the star. So either that's someone from your past, the effect that they had on you. I'm not saying that they're coming back or anything. I'm not seeing that. Whether they are or not, this reading doesn't say that. What it does say, though, is that I feel like whenever this was last week, last month, last year, some of you might be wanting to go back to the kind of person that you were. Dynamic, attractive, confident, ready to go for it. And you kind of feel like that's been missing for a while. But think about it. She knows what she wants. And I think that's what you're doing this week, getting back into what you want. And so the star says, pick the star. Pick the star that is yours, and then you follow that. That's your guidance. That takes you to your dream. That takes you to your destination. The star is the hope that comes from a new beginning. So it's almost like this. This week is like a blank, fresh page ready for you to write something new on. And you begin the sentence at the top of that page with, I wish. This is what I want. And that's the start. It's the hope that comes from the new beginning, and it's possible. But what I would say to you again, and it's the main message and it's the main advice, dream big. Go as big as you can. It's yours. But you have to have your emotion behind that, your passion behind that. And then you just have to give birth to the idea of it, the feeling of it. And it comes in. I mean, I know, I don't do rainbow unicorn type readings. You guys know, those of you that have been with me for a while, I don't do that. But this is amazing, amazing energy here, Gemini. And it all starts off with a wish. Right, let's get you some oracle cards. I don't know if I said the signs. I know some of you like that. I mean, the signs don't own the cards. They just lend their characteristics. But we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Aquarius here. There's very Venus energy here. But remember, we have those placements in our chart. Even those people that say they don't, yes, you do. It's somewhere in your chart, right? And it's about tapping into different aspects of yourself. I find it really interesting that the two air signs that I've read for so far, you and Aquarius, didn't get any swords. It's almost like it's saying, no time for thinking now. It's time for feeling.